global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. I'm here with my colleague and we're looking at what presidency had to say about the just concluded Ayo Salami presidential probe committee on the allegation level against Magu, that's the suspended EFCC chairman. And according to the information that we've gotten, presidency had asked Nigerians to prepare for surprises as the panel probing the suspended acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, Ibrahim Magu, gets ready to submit its report. The senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, said this today. Shehu said the presidency had been receiving some little updates from the Justice Ayo Salami-led panel, and the findings would surprise Nigerians. He therefore asked Nigerians to ignore the outbursts of certain persons who have questioned the probe. Responding to a question on claims by Magu's lawyer that the probe was a witch hunt, Shehu said, "I guess this is a question for the Justice Ayo Salami panel, and I must say that the panel is composed of some of these countries' most honored people with integrity who will do the right thing. I am not surprised to preempt the panel investigation, but I just advise Nigerians to hold their hearts in their hand. By the time they are done with the job and they come out with the report, prepare yourself for surprises. I don't know what will come out, but if the sense we are getting from what is being done over there is anything to go by, I think that Nigerians should not be confused by any outbursts by anybody." The president's spokesman said the probe of Magu could cause temporary embarrassment to the president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, but in the end, the government would be vindicated. The panel led by Salami is investigating over 20 allegations leveled against Magu. Among the many allegations brought against Magu is that he bought a house in Dubai worth over 550 million naira, while the interest accrued to 550 billion naira recovered fund could not be accounted for. The president has suspended Magu and about 11 directors of the EFCC to allow for a seamless investigation. All right, that's just it. But we want to look at this because it's really an interesting one. Guess what? If there's nobody waiting for that report, I'm earnestly waiting because we've heard from different quarters. But guess what? Ayo Salami has not said anything about what they have discovered thus far.
That's true, actually. All this while we've actually been hearing media trial and all that. The very people who are doing the investigative panel have not said a word. Some persons have come and asked for retractment of statements. Some persons have said they are innocent, and anybody accusing them should go. Some have even done some sort of libel cases against some bloggers here and there. But in all, the Ayo Salami-led panel have not spoken a word. So truly, whether retraction or not, whether those who are guilty or not are talking, Nigerians will eventually get to hear this. This is collective funds of money of all. This generational monies meant for the good of all Nigerians, not elected few, or selected few. So we Nigerians need to know where we're standing as at now.
Okay. Now, the issue that is really coming up now is why is it that during this period, a lot of things are coming up against the Attorney General of the Federation, that's Abubakar Malami. Immediately they started probing this guy. We heard about his son's wedding and the fact that he also has a house. He's building a house for the son and all of that. So I'm just wondering, do you think that this is a way of distracting Nigerians, or is it that he is also under investigation by some other people who wants it to also, come out plain that he's among the corrupt, leaders in Nigeria.
One beautiful thing about Nigeria is that we have some very rugged men, investigative journalists, where even if you can shut some, you can't shut their mouth.
Yeah.
So if the investigative guys, if they are biased in the investigation, let the result come out. Some other persons will also go to the opposition part and dig it to the very foundation.
Yeah.
Just like this case of Reno versus Sowori's case.
Yeah.
They're just digging the thing. The thing is just coming out from every angle. And we're wondering, this one too, but before now I was looking at some persons are very innocent. This person, why is this person lying against this one? But they're now beginning to dig the past and bringing out facts, not just talk. Talk is cheap. They're showing
with
you
proofs.
with proofs.
Wow.
So we are all waiting because in Nigeria nothing is eventually hidden. If you bring out the facts and figures of the quote and unquote free of the one person, the other person's people too will go down, especially if your hands are not clean. They will eventually dig yours and they will dig it and bring out proof. So Nigerians will be in for shockers, because if already Joy Nuna's case is opening our mouth in our, all of us, our mouth cannot even keep, our mouth can't close. The billions, this one is not Buhari coming to eat. This is we eating our we. So imagine when they begin to upload and offload the thing, and this one now is a general thing. This is no longer NDDC. This one is general anti-graft. So honestly, Nigerians will I be shocked? I don't really think so. But maybe there's some names that will shock me. But the level of funds looted, I'm not shocked.
One of the things that really triggered my interest in this whole thing was when Garba Shehu talked about the presidency being embarrassed. Maybe there are some persons that are in that list or are involved in this whole thing that will blow his mind. But don't forget, even as we are looking at all of that, this guy, that's Ibrahim Magu, the suspended EFCC guy, came up and give Nigerian response to the 20 allegation level against him. And based on some persons, some media houses, they said that he claims that he is not guilty of any. And he keeps refuting. They mentioned this one. He said no. I think the lawyer is also helping him out to respond to some of them. I'm just wondering, can it just be all false? Don't forget that the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit came up with a lot of things, like the pastor's case is not from anybody. It's from the NFIU department.
This is media trial for Magu right now. I'm talking about Nigerians. It's just a media thing because these guys investigating have not said anything. Now, these guys investigating have not said anything. They've not even said that they have hardcore proof. There are no facts. And you came out of detention only for you to hear these things. And you have probably checked yourself. You have done a clean job. They don't have fact. What do you expect anybody that you're guilty? Even those who they have caught red-handed
are still saying
they are not guilty. With the hope that something can happen. Hopefully, maybe to fizzle out. And we all know that in Nigeria, sometimes we have this media trial. Once that week passes, but they just be patient. It's just your week of trial. Once your week of trial is Nigeria, after this 1 week, another news will come out. Just will fizzle out. They'll just strip it under the carpet. Just don't say anything. But there are some cases, the way they're mentioning the billions, Nigerians will remember it too, because it's collective, and we are busy borrowing.
And I think that the president is overly interested in this case at this point, because for Shehu Garba to come out, being that he's someone who's close to the president, and he's telling Nigerians that we should just sit, which means well, I don't know, this is quite suggestive, not suggestive, this is my assumption that for him to tell Nigerians to sit tight, automatically it's like they're going to publish that report.
My fear again is the fact that maybe the investigative panel have submitted their results to the presidency.
No, he said patches, that they've had some patches. Those
patches, is something that they are like, it's a lie, it can't be true.
True, exactly.
Now, with that surprise, he's also involved. Now, with that information now, you'll be surprised when some of those people in the corridor of power now passes you to all along.
Long,
You know, so
exactly.
it's not a case of everybody watching everybody.
Body, yeah.
You understand? You have fun. We've not seen the report. Everybody's now, even under the corridor of power, everybody's checking each other.
Exactly.
So I don't know how it's going to play out. If eventually those in the corridor of power are involved, now Nigerians will not be curious. What then will happen to them?
Yes, exactly.
It's not going to just be a business as usual.
Exactly.
Remove them from the post. The suspension will not be enough.
Yeah.
We need to recover the funds, and if possible, we keep saying this thing. Until these things are done properly, we'll be in circle every day, on and off. Let there be a bill passed into law about this issue of, just as we have this issue of kidnap, rape, and the rest. The same thing should be done on corrupt politicians. In fact, the major problem, major disaster Nigeria has, it's not natural disaster, it's corruption called disaster.
Of course.
The only way we can deal with this corruption called disaster that is eating up every good thing we have as a nation, then decisively deal with it by passing a bill into law. Every corrupt politician, every corrupt Nigerian, regardless if a politician or if an artisan, should be tried and jailed, life imprisonment, or by hanging. That way, everybody will desist from corruption, and those who have been corrupted probably will give them mercy so that you can recover your money. Because if you say death by penalty or death by hanging, a lot of people won't pass it into law because a lot of them, their hands are not too clean. So you can just show mercy in the past. But the only mercy is going to be, we are not going to do anything funny about those who have already, as at now, who have already done anything funny. Just return back the money and don't do it again. But after now, so that way we can recover our money and also ensure this bill is passed into law.
You know, I like your suggestion, but the truth of the matter is, when we are looking at this issue of creating a bill that will kind of maybe bring up punitive measures that are very stiff and all of that, don't forget that the people who are going to pass this law are also, corruption is running in their bloodstream.
That was why I said, so that it will be easier for it to be passed into law, let them have mercy for the past, but return back the money.
Have mercy for the past, but there are still some things that they are meant to account for. For example, I don't know if it is monthly that they pay them this constituency money, or if it is quarterly.
That one, everybody, they all know that.
Yes, so if we must fight corruption to a standstill, even that must be investigated from now henceforth when they pass the bill into law.
Of course.
From now henceforth. But guess what? They know that they are not ready to do anything with that constituency money, so they won't even answer you. The governors too will fight it with all that they have. That's why I say, as at this point, being that the President Buhari is the anti-corruption champion in Africa, he should just make up his mind, damn all consequences, and step out to make sure he passes this particular law, that's this particular bill, into law, so that at least Nigerians, even if we don't remember anything, we will support him.
We don't mind going onto the street and saying this particular law is over. That's the only law we want to be passed into law.
Exactly.
Pass it now.
Exactly.
Public opinion, you'll be wow that Nigerians are in support of it.
Exactly. All right, that's where we're going to leave it. Thank you very much for listening, but I would like to encourage you, let's interact in our community comment section. Let's interact, let's talk about this, because it's really interesting. What are you expecting? Who do you think his name or her name will be found in that?